We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Stroud looking to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Rams defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Kamara. Oh, he sheds himself free. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. This is Fant on the short completion. They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Again, it's Stroud. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Throwing now is Stroud. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Okay,
second and 10.
Dragon 60.
Here's Stroud. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Fights forward at the 20. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Tua going to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He's still barreling through. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Running left is Walker. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. You talk about this Rams defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
18, right in.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Kamara now to return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this one not going anywhere. They give it to 44 for a gain of just a yard.
What an advantage having a lead guy to build a defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have regained the lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Tua. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and when he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
But how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your play.
And it's intercepted. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Stroud out of the gun here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant halfway to 100 now touchdown number 50. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And Howe will throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. And Stroud now to throw. And he's got it. Out of the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing here, Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Another throw for Howell. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
2nd down throw for Howell. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Howell looking to throw again. Open man, it's Cooper. He's got it for the Rams. Touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Rams get a bit closer. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Stroud. Incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there, and that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Howell. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number 1, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you have your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And
oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Again, Walker. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Stroud looking to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. Al now to throw it. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different? I'm not so sure.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, that's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, and my goodness, another interception. He's to the 10. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On first down, Howell. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Aiden Hutchinson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some space here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Howell trying to pick it up on third. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
So here we go, fourth down, Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on third and 2. First down, Howell to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. They'll begin here with a run to Charbonnet. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Again, it's Charbonnet. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA. The Seahawks on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. This is brought in at the 21. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Ryland, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. And they're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them that allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
On the give, here's Charbonnet.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On the toss to Charbonnet.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Shreds the tackle. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away. And the Rams are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Ryland, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And Charbonnet once again.
And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a first carry for their fullback. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, big man with ball meant bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they will take a knee here. So the victory here for Seattle. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it, they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned.